Hi, this is your boy Terry, and you will not be seeing my face today. You'll be seeing many other faces, places, and noises. And we'll be discussing my plans for Morissette Amon while walking the streets of the Philippines. So this is a twist, and it's going to be a short video where I'll be discussing my plans for Morissette Amon. My plans are very simple, and I'll highlight my plans today. Recently I've been reacting to cover songs from Morissette Amon with my own twist. I do not call my reaction videos. I prefer to call them breakthrough watch party. These are some of the things that I'll explain over the course of time. But basically what I'm doing is an entire series where I'm going to understudy Morissette Amon down to her very elements, music included, and then I'll come to a conclusion at the end of the series, whereupon I'm going to write an entire publication which I'm hoping will rank on the entirety of Google for generations yet born, to be told of her beauty, to be reminded of the beauty of creation as seen in humans, to be reminded of the value of fellow humans, and to say that Morissette Amon was here and that I was here as well. Generations yet born do not need to come here and experience too much sorrows. Our own suffering should have essence. So basically I'm going to do a series of reactions. This is going to include Morissette Amon's cover. I've done a reaction to her original song Aking, Mga, and I'm also going to look at her interviews just to establish her reaction, to stimulate her identity, her personality. And then I'm going to write an interesting publication. I call it a ulog. A ulog is a form of content that I created. It's not a blog or a vlog. The U in ulog stands for you. And it's something that will be written entirely by digging at myself. I'm not going to draw resources from any media outlets on the internet. It's just going to be excerpts of me, my perception, my establishment about her identity, the person of Morissette Amon, and all that. So altogether, this is going to be a fun experience for me. I'm certainly going to evolve, attain new heights in my growth, and I'm hoping that others as well drown in the beauty of Morissette Amon and learn more about the true state of the world, learn more about humanity all through Morissette Amon and the music that she provides. So far I've reacted to many covers of her. I know her trademark voice. I'm able to establish the presence of Morissette Amon on every of her cover, regardless of whose song she covers, and that's awesomeness. She has greets to her voice, substance. Her voice is very solid, whole, controlled. She has mental strength, a measure of restraint. She doesn't oversing. Even when she does runs, she doesn't oversing. She's good with ad-libs. I'm not a musical personnel or a musical guru, so don't quote me too much when it comes to the music. Of particular interest is Morissette Amon, and that's about it. So the kind of reaction videos I do are just raw and uncut. I don't like too many edits. I want to display my thought process impromptu while invested in fellow human. And I'm not about making so many facial expressions. I'm just real. I've seen many things, and when you've seen many things become ordinary. Besides her musical prowess, there are other things to look at when it comes to someone. other beautiful things that should be celebrated and not neglected. But in today's world, because of trying to catch a groove or a fancy, satisfy our emotion and all that, we tend to lose out on the person behind these songs. And that's what interests me. According to me, humans are the most beautiful of earthly creatures, with the privilege of being created in the image of the Creator Jehovah. That's powerful stuff. And these are the things I want to highlight. So, plans. I'm going to write a publication. I intend to do a compilation. These are among the first times I'm walking around. I don't usually walk around or have any fun or leisure, but I'm going to use my investment in Morissette Amon's escapades to do so. I'll walk around and I'm going to do a compilation fun video where I'm going to be interviewing series of random people about Morissette Amon. Let's hear the views of people located in the Philippines about Morissette Amon. That will constitute a series on its own. So it will just be a series of compilation, basically, where I'll be asking, on each video I'll be asking a different question related to Morissette Amon, and just catch the fun of humans in the process. Catch the exciting moments of people as they talk about another human. That's very beautiful stuff. So I like to capture that in a series of compilation. Then eventually, when I have all this at hand, I will look forward to meeting Morissette Amon in person. May just have a casual conversation. I'll hear her in person, whistle at the very least, and show her all the things I've compiled about her because of my sheer interest in another human. So that's the essence of all I'm doing. I'm doing many things. I'm a legitimate illiterate, so I try to derive the knowledge contained in the no books. So I do not read books. I used to read books when I was younger, but I want to write out the no books. There's so much rare intel that is unwritten, undocumented, that is on the down-to-earth spaces of Mama Earth, and I want to emanate forth this knowledge. And that's what my existence on YouTube is for. On YouTube I look at many characters and understudy them down to their very elements and establish a more realistic story of what the world, of the truest state of the world, instead of the painted description of the world that we tend to have courtesy of media and curriculums of the world, which is not a crime, but I'm about balance. So it's important that we reveal knowledge about humans, but knowledge that's contained in the notebooks. Yes, and that's of pertinence, so that knowledge can be made whole and we can achieve a balance. When knowledge is made whole, then everyone, even so-called people that are labeled illiterate by world standard, will have access to this knowledge. Let me turn back. Will have access to this knowledge, and everyone can be empowered. In today's world, some people are labeled, some nations are labeled developing, some third world country. That's bizarre to hear. No human is, no nations are merely locations for the most part. If you're in a certain location that you feel is infrastructurally developed, it doesn't mean it's developed more so than the Philippines or anywhere else. Your nation may be developed infrastructurally, another nation may be developed in their culture, their sense of morality, their identity and all that. So I'm going to be laying bare insight on these issues gradually, but I want it to be fun, so not about me. Using curriculums that already exist, human activities like listening to music and all that, we will leave bare all this knowledge and information, all while enjoying music and the beauty of creation. Yes, so I'm showing you around. At the very least, may you be blessed with the sight of people today. Each person is an ordinary, is made up of many other things than just the physical. There's a spirit, there's a being and all that. So, tapping blessings, inspiration and breakthrough from the sights that you see today. And anytime, every time, look forward to coming around to my channel, subscribe, and let's just create a moment and connection, surrender most of our hustles and just invest in fellow humans, so when it's Morissette Amon, let's invest in her, invest our time, our presence, our being in her presence and create a very powerful connection. So I'll be stopping here. I have to turn around now. I'll be stopping here right now, and if you want to hang out with me or contact me as regards any hustle, you're looking for the ever missing piece of your puzzle, I can help. Even with my small resources, I'm your boy Terry, and that's a constant. That's what I'm about. So contact me underneath this video. In the description, you'll find out to contact me. My username across the internet is surpassing Google. Make sure to stay awesome.